How's everybody doing? Hope you're all well. Question is, what do you do if you own a Fender Bassbreaker 007? Two of them actually. I've got a combo and the head and cab. I also have a 15. This is the only one with reverb. It's a digital reverb. Then I have an 1830, which is a very, very loud amp. So I decided, I'm going to go for the flagship Bassbreaker 45. Now there is also a Bassbreaker 30R. This kind of came about 4 or 5 years after the initial series was issued in around 2016. They were kind of badly marketed by Fender. Here you see there's a little brochure, untouchable and things like there are no words. And they got a lot of high profile guitarists to vouch for them. Dave Navarro. Something too intense, extreme or unusual to describe is beyond words. So yeah, but my first Bassbreaker was the 007 combo, and I really like that amp. It's fantastic. Bassman always gets mentioned no matter what you do. The Bassman was the granddaddy of amps. I think Marshall used it as a blueprint for a JTM 45. And then I think this range was a kind of a nod to that. So it's Fender kind of being inspired by Marshall, being inspired by Fender. Bassman. Yeah, the 007 combo is great because you can, it's perfect for bedroom or home use. Even the 15 is pretty good. That's the one with the 3 settings, the structure settings. It goes from kind of low bluesy vintage gain up to high gain, which I don't like, but still a very good amp, ideal for gigging. It has a reverb. It's a digital reverb, I must stress. Then after that, we've got the 1830 combo. Now this one is a bit different. This one is very loud. I think it had the 18 watt is the brown face deluxe, and the 30 watt was the black face deluxe reverbs from the 60s, but there is no reverb on it. Very, very loud amp. Clean channel on it is fantastic, the 30. And then of course you have the actual top of the range, the Bassbreaker 45 head. That comes in combo form, and it also comes in a head form. They all actually come in combo and head except the 1830, but the 30R I think is meant to be a nod, or it took some of the best parts of the 1830 and stuck them in a single 12-inch speaker combo, because I think the 1830 is very, very loud. Even at one, it'll blow the ears off you. Yeah, so the whole range, apart from the 45, they all run on EL84 tubes. They're the little kind of small kind of style tubes. And then the Bassbreaker 45, that runs on EL34s, like a Marshall. Yeah, so there you go. Great amps. There's a lot of negativity about them as well, saying like, they're hard to service and stuff. Yeah, some of them, the smaller ones have got the board stuck into a kind of it's almost like, a square box, elongated box. some of the parts as well aren't great. Actually, my combo, the 007, blew a tube. I had to get one of the caps replaced in that. And when I bought the 1830, that blew tube number 2. And again, there was too much voltage going onto the tubes, causing red plating, and eventually boom. But it's all sorted. They can be fixed. Yeah. So yeah, the 45 head is the daddy, I guess. And that's it's a cool nod to the Fender Bassman. It's kind of a cross between the Bassman and the GTM Marshall, but it's, you know, it's a take on those. It's kind of got the Bassman circuit and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a take on those. It's not a Bassman, and it's definitely not a GTM 45. But yeah, I like the clean lines as well. You know, it's a very understated range. They look strong. Mainly came in grey tweed. I think there was a few special runs with blonde tweed, which looks incredible. It's got the old Fender logo as well, harking back to the early days of Fender. I think the name Bassbreaker is a bit unusual. Well, it's not unusual. It comes from Bassman and Bluesbreaker, but I think people might have thought they were bass amps. I remember the first time I ever saw them in a shop, I thought, okay, they look kind of modern, but they also look kind of vintage. And the buttons on the top, like, were nice. You know, they're very, very, very smooth and plain. The actual tweed versions, the blonde tweed versions, actually have chicken heads, like some of the Fender hot rods. Yeah, so I like them. I really like these amps. Yeah, we're going to check out the Bassbreaker 45. This is the top of the range. I'm not sure about the 30R. Like I said, it came after. You'll notice that it comes in black Tolex, whereas all the originals, all the original range from 2016 have got grey tweed. And there's a good few 30Rs, I think, in different color Tolex. I think green and stuff like that, and brown or something like. But yeah, so like, I haven't seen one of those yet. I'm not sure if I want to get one. Again, it's a high gain amplifier. Not all of it, but there is a, you know, it's I think it's the only one with channel switching as well. Even though the actual 1830 switches from one to the other, it kind of uses half power for the 18. So anyway, let's go and check out the Bassbreaker 45 head and cabinet. So here it is in its splendor, head and cabinet. Controls, pretty simple. You got 3 inputs, normal, both bright, volume for the normal, volume for bright. Output, this is an attenuator, goes from 45 watts down to 1 watt. Treble bass, middle and presence. Here you go. Rear of the amp, the parallel speaker outputs, main speaker, extension speaker, made in a Mech Eco. Tube set, 2 AL34s. Here, these are Marshall branded. And we have 3 12AX7Es. And you can see them up here. GTs. Okay, so it's nicely warmed up. I'm going through the normal input and the volume for normal is at 9 o'clock. The attenuator is between 1 watt and the 9 o'clock position. Everything else, EQ, presence, is all 12. So let's check this Highway 1 telly out. Yeah, definitely the normal mode knocks the shrillness off the bridge pickup here. Try both. A little bit more here, and then the bass, neck. It's got a compressed feel to it. Right, let's do the right again. Around 9 o'clock. Neck. It is quite bright. Okay, let's try both. So both volumes will work on the bolt. Take one off. So they're both around 9 o'clock. That is ear chopping sweet. That sounds absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm going to try this Highway 1 Strat. Settings are again normal, volume 9 o'clock. I'm going to crank up the attenuator a little, nearer to 9. These are, I think they're Almacut 3 pickups. They're like the classic series pickups. They're a little weak. I suppose it's true with the vintage. That could go more. Bit of compression, yes. Middle. Yes, it's boomy as you go towards the neck. To bright. That is bright. Heck. That is a bit too bright for this guitar. And wood. That's a big blooming sound. big bloom. Okay, this Gibson SG is going through it next, and the Boss OD1 into the normal channel. Everything is at 12 on the Boss. The 70s thing. Sounds pretty dull and lifeless, I have to admit that. Let's try the Gibson in the bright, in straight away. Like somebody's taking a bag off him. Both. It's gonna be interesting. Okay, so finally this Les Paul standard gold top P90s. Again, normal. Underwhelming. Try the bright. Load. Right, normal with the OD1. Again, fuzzy, muffled, I mean more than fuzzy. Yeah, they're muffled. Sounds like a different guitar completely when you switch. Not very nice. Right. Doesn't sound nice. No. And bolt. This should rock and shock. That's it really. I think both is fantastic, especially with a Gibson. It definitely spices things up. Great amp. Every pickup selection sounds different as well, so it's pretty versatile. As well as that, it's actually definitely not as loud as the 1830, which I find after 20 minutes my ears are ringing. It's not heavy either, you know. The cabinet's pretty light, a bit bulky, but it's light. The head isn't that heavy. It's imbalanced, which means the transformer's on one side, so if you pick it up wrong, it seesaws away from you. But other than that, I think it's a fantastic amp. I really think that the EL34s, they're a little bit more controlled, a little bit tighter than the EL84s. EL84s are small tubes. I don't know. I just think that, you know, it's definitely more controlled. There's more control dynamics. There's a little bit more compression. It does feel like a Marshall, but it does sound like a Fender. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a fantastic amp. This one was tracked down in, you can buy heads all over Europe, second hand. They go for 500. You can buy brand new ones for $1,000. This one is used. Came from Liverpool, Kirkby, Austin Guitars. Spotted it online. Had the cab as well. I couldn't find a cab on its own, so that's why I didn't buy one in the EU. I bought this in the UK, imported it into the country. Yeah, it's definitely a fantastic amp. A kind of a, how will I put it, a grandmaster in the corner. It's pretty solid. Yeah, so yeah, can't complain. I'm very happy with it. It sounds just like I expected. Yeah, so there you go. Any comments, whatever, subscribe, like, whatever. And that's it really. There's no more to say about it. It's a fine piece of equipment. And yeah, so that's it. I now have the 4 Bassbreaker models, except the 30R, which I'm not really sure about. I don't really need it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe and take care.